think
and
there's another thing, which is to know where our product, like,
where,
what product do we have, where is it, what, and I think that kind of touches on what you're saying as well, like, is it close to expiry, but just where is our product?
That's,
How many of my reports are because we don't know, like, we don't know where the product is.
We drop it off at the wholesaler and that's it.
It kind of comes back to my data issue. If I had good quality basic data, I'm talking basic stuff, how much do we have, what did it cost us? If I could answer those questions, then we could do wonderful, wonderful things.
Yeah, and if I could answer those questions, then I could, Jasmine and I could actually help them build a good tracking system so that they actually know how warehousing is having an impact, or warehousing and distribution is having an impact on Dow.
I think I'm missing this data piece. I have where is the product sort of feeding into the quality of the product, like that storage piece, then efficiency, sort of best use of money.
Quality of data?
It's really quality of data, not quality of product, right?
Okay. Product and data.
No, we're not saying.
Because, I mean,
operationally. We're not saying our IEDs are low quality.
I mean, I guess I don't want to get too focused on data because part of what we're doing is actually very much about the quality of our product. Because we can't track it, we can't guarantee we're offering a quality product. And that is a real problem for me.
We have,
yeah.
I mean, we have basic, like, where, if we get down into warehouse stuff, we have stuff that's not being stored at the temperature it should be stored at.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you could have an expiry date of 2012 on it, but it's sitting in a warehouse that's 39 degrees Celsius 95% of the time. It's
exactly. And we have no monitoring on what happens after it leaves our warehouse.
Yeah.
So maybe we kept it at 20 degrees in our warehouse.
We put it in the trunk of someone's car when they drive around and do sales.
Right.
I mean, to that point, you can start to get, I mean, we're getting we're down on the floor in terms of detail, but it comes back to quality of product because if we don't have the right guidance and the right procedures in place, then they're not going to be managing the product well, which impacts your data, but it also impacts operations. Right.
So maybe we should split data out separate than quality of product. Yeah?
Yeah, they're two sides of a coin, I think. Yeah. They're, because what we're trying to...
I think we can split it. I think quality of data is below quality of product, right? The goal is quality of product. One of the ways to get higher quality of product is to have better data.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
The other thing, the challenge I have is scope of what inventory is. And I feel like the field struggles with this, we as business support struggle with this. Inventory can mean anything from your typical health commodity and packaging. But then you talk about, okay, the condition, is it packed or is it unpacked? Then you talk about medical supplies or medical equipment. Then you talk about promotionals, the aprons, the hats. So we struggle with this and where the scope is and where the focus should be. And I think that is something that is a challenge.
Because it's always been defined by the field. We've had no ownership of, we've not been allowed to define inventory the way we would want to.
There's no authority to set a policy.
Right.
Yeah, so maybe along with that string we're talking about.
One question I have, I mean, I know you're getting challenged on your numbers, you know, in every platform, how can you trust it? You know, because, you know, just in lots of live countries, the inventory numbers are different because of medical supplies or because of packaging or whatever, you know, the situation is. But the authority, I think, is definitely there, but it's also getting to the point of, like, they're affiliates and they are separate and how they, you know, how much can we really dictate with that?
The thing I would say, and I think we can get hung up on this authority thing, 9 times out of 10, I find the platform just wants you to tell them how to do it. A CR doesn't want to worry about this. He wants to know, he or she wants to know, there is a set of guidance around inventory and finance stuff, because they don't want to worry, like, don't bother me with it, I want to worry about the programmatic stuff. So I think we get very hung up on, I think we in Washington get hung up on, we're decentralized, we're not empowered to do this. But then I can't tell you how many times in my 1 year, well, 11 months with PSI, I have heard, just give me guidance. Just tell me what it is. Just tell me what it is.
The problem I have with that is that the CR says that, but then their sales manager says, no, this is how it is, this is how I work. You are not to change this because I need it to be like X, Y, and Z. And then the CR becomes bipolar because they say, oh, well, whatever Bob says, but do give me guidance, and you get
Well, the
stuck.
Lawson team
and
goes in
that's
there to
why-
set up the IC module, and at the last minute, the warehouse manager says, oh no, we're not gonna inventory medical supplies, forget that.
Yeah, or
But even
we
if-
are.
But I think,
Yeah.
so I think if we are able to sit and say, this is PSI's guidance,
Yeah.
this is our policy, and this is based on strong internal controls and operational good practice, not best practice. I know you want to be best in class, but we're not for profit.
Yeah,
So
best
Let's
in
start
class
with
for
good.
nonprofits.
good.
Start with good, we can be
If
great.
we can get to bronze medal, I'd be pretty happy.
This,
But, like, if we are able to say, this is the guidance that's based on good practices and required internal controls, and, okay, your sales manager is telling you it can't possibly be this way because of X, Y, Z, well, actually, you do realize that by doing that, you're contravening these
Exactly.
key control requirements.